Afternoon all. Today we're going to make a scutch or baler for the boot. My one's getting a bit tatty, so I thought I'd make a new one. Just using a simple 25 litre barrel. Any old barrel would do, ain't much to it. But they are handy things to have in a boat. You can barrel out water very quickly. Or if you're herring fishing, you've got a lot of fish to scoop up, you can scoop them up with this and put them in the boxes easily as well. Instead of picking up fish by hand, use one of these. You can pick up a stone or two of fish at a time. Make it far easier. Well, if you look at it, obviously a barrel, handle, flat bottom, you got to incorporate bits you want. There's a handle already, so you ain't got so you got one handle, that's half the battle. So really you want another handle here for lifting up weight of water or fish. And obviously then you got to cut off the end. So I'll just mark it out, ready for the handles and where to cut. When you're marking out for the handle in the top, you've got to think your hands like that, so you've got about 1.5 inches in your hand. So you obviously want a handle what you can easily grab around. So obviously that's got to go in the top here. Also, you got to cut the bottom off to obviously scoop the water or fish up. Obviously you got to cut it along the bottom so the edge is flush to the ground, but you also want to keep some of the corners because that's where the strength is. The strength is in the angle of the barrel. Well, I'm now going to mark the bottom of the barrel. Simple, you can see there's a line in there, so I'll just use a natural line. Just your first reference. And then really you can see a seam halfway up, so you might as well incorporate that seam. Then you've got a reference to cut to. So really you'll just come up and do a nice curve. That's about 3 inches from the end. We'll do the same the other side, like there. So we'll just come up. So you've got to curve each end. After you marked off the bottom cuts, you then got to make the top cut. I always do it roughly halfway along the barrel, so that's right there, roughly halfway. So just get my square, mark it roughly halfway across the barrel. Then just come down. It's not going to be that accurate, it's just a rough. And obviously then you got to curve it on the bottom. And then we'll do the same the other side. This isn't new precision engineering. We're not working to thous. And we'll do a rough curve. Got to curve each side. Make it a bit more round it. So now we've got to mark out for the handle. As we said, get your hand, say about 1.5 inches. So we'll measure 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches, and then mark it across. Then obviously you've got to get your hands in it. So we say another 1.5 inches. There. There. And then mark it across again. So then you've got your handles. Obviously you want, it's got to be wide enough to get your hand in. Obviously that's the bit you cut out. So obviously you want it wide enough for your hand. So if I cut that, make it roughly 6 inches wide. So that's basically it. Just got to get the jigsaw and cut it out. Easy peasy. Well, to start off the jigsaw, you want to drill a hole. If I drill a hole in here and a hole in here, that gives somewhere to start. If you look at them edges, I'm not going to go that tight. You might as well make it easier for yourself and just follow them up. I'll then give it a little bit more strength in that corner. So I'll do the same on the other side. The more you got in the corner, the more you got in the corner, the stronger that'll be. So I might as well leave that on there instead of going that tight. Easy peasy. Now you just got to drill the starting off holes. One way. So now you got your 2 holes to start using the jigsaw to cut. Simple. Just don't drill on the wrong sides of the line, because then you will be in trouble. Obviously, before you do any cutting, whack on a pair of safety goggles. That ain't worth getting crap in your eyes. We've all done it. We've all done it without glasses in the past, but as you get older, your eyes get a bit more, well, you respect them a little bit more. So whack on a pair of safety glasses before you start with the jigsaw. So we're now going to start cutting. Stick the jigsaw in the hole. Well, that's the handle cut out. You got to be a bit careful on these flexible things, because when you put any weight down with a jigsaw, they tend to flex a bit. Well, that's the hole cut out. I'll now cut the rest of it away. Well, that's now all cut. You see how it works, ever so easy. Scoop up water, gallon at a time, scoop up a stone or 2 of fish at a time, easy peasy. One thing you got to notice is the edge is a little bit sharp, so just one over them with a file all the way around, just to take the sharp edges. Once the sharp edges are off, easy peasy, happy days. But look, that's a man size scoop in it. None of these little tiny balers will take about a litre at a time. That's more like it, innit? Stand it up, pile it of fish, shove water out, job's a good one. Happy days. Easy peasy baler, cost peanuts and take about 5 minutes to make.